So for the 6th time, INEOS Britannia, Alinghi Red Bull Racing.
The British team here going into a spin, so they'll be basically circling around to put pressure on Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Must-win race here for the Swiss team to stay in the competition.
Going down, they are not attacking. They are not attacking. 10, killing 10 and racing behind now.
Got the Swiss team quite early here,
yeah,
Shirley.
very early.
A lot of time to kill there.
6.
Light breeze also only seeing 8 knots in the start box.
They are attacking behind us. Your call is.
They're killing a lot of time, the Swiss, so the British still early, even from where they are, so they'll be looking to build speed and put a lot of pressure on the Swiss team here.
19. Is open by 4.
Left-hand bias on this start. Could work out well for the Swiss.
2, 1, and racing.
It is on race 6 in the Louis Vuitton Cup final series between INEOS Britannia and Alinghi Red Bull Racing.
Great start from Switzerland, 5 meters back from the start line and going fast.
They wanted that pin end and they did a good job just to not overshoot.
I think we'll be protecting the boundary.
A little lower now. 20. Little pressure building.
Big left phase at the moment.
Let's drop it.
Very light.
2, 1. Ball's going down. Back shot. And tacking.
The Swiss have to be careful.
No problem. En mode attack before.
This tack here. Oh, and they've entered the foil.
Press.
That's a huge loss for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Pressure on INEOS Britannia. Oh, a really slow tack there by the Swiss team.
Pressure coming back. Okay, happy to go now.
Advantage INEOS Britannia now. Big speed build for the Swiss.
It looks good this way to me right now. Okay. Shifting back right a little bit now. You will not get to low. Yeah, looking for attack here. I think 2-0. Stand by.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, shifting the course axis to 090.
Okay. Nice clean tack on INEOS Britannia there. They'll be happy with that.
Good pressure between us and the windward gate. Yeah, nice there. Looking 32s.
They've sailed into a bit of a righty there, so gains back to the Swiss, and the British, they're going to have to do another manoeuvre as well, so advantage Switzerland here. Nothing in this race.
INEOS Britannia about to go around the mark at the top gate for the first time. Is this one leg closer to the Louis Vuitton Cup final? Alinghi Red Bull Racing would like to have a say about that as they follow the leader.
They are quite slow, good same angle as them. Happy to clear from the mark.
Pretty light.
Same angle as them. Yeah.
Simultaneous jibes there by both boats, so
2, 1, more going up.
Happy to stay high for the pressure. Happy to stay high. Stay high.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1.3 miles.
oh, and the Swiss will roll the British here, straight round the bow. Slow jibe by the British, and a lead change.
Very good sailing from Alinghi Red Bull Racing. They stayed high, got into new pressure and used it well.
Alinghi Red Bull Racing just look a little bit more lively in this condition. In that bottom end for INEOS, they just look vulnerable in the bottom end when they get into manoeuvres, and their inability to accelerate is costing them.
35 to the line.
The gap is growing between Switzerland and Great Britain.
Bottom
left or right here.
Bottom right, looking upwind, still quite
Still need to sail the boat well here.
Okay, 2, 1, and
Possibly may have lined up the British here. They'll probably sneak round the bow there without having to deviate course, but not much in that.
big lift.
right-of-way boat is Alinghi Red Bull Racing.
Well, they could have actually tacked a little earlier there and really got the British fully stitched up, but gave them the out of jail for a free cut.
Start on the setup. Just check the jib.
That second upwind was very even. It was just an extension of a boat length for Alinghi, so very evenly matched. But I think it's on the downwind that Alinghi are doing the damage. As I look at INEOS, just jibe and they touch down. I think INEOS at the bottom of this range, that's her Achilles heel.
They are just really scratching there to get the boat going. It's almost like they've got the brakes on a little bit. INEOS there look really bound up in some of this sea state.
They've lost 400 metres at the top end of this leg.
Okay, really low, good preload here.
Really struggling to stop the bleed.
Short, sharp here, tempo.
Yeah, those small foils possibly. Lots of flap down to try and keep the boat airborne. And the Swiss there pulling off a jibe very cleanly, and they're just extending all the time here. So being able to jibe, re-accelerate the boat, get the apparent wind to bend forward, and then actually get down to course smoothly and quickly, providing huge gains in this seaway.
Come back up. Let's get dock to dock, lads. Yep. Your traffic, Ben. Yep, I've got 25.
The Swiss there pulling off attack, seeing a bit more pressure out that top left-hand side. The Swiss need to absolutely keep sailing the boat well here, otherwise the British will be mowing them down.
2, 1, made. Power. Here we go. 2, 1, go board. Feature on. 2. Here we go. Okay, going level build.
This is probably attack of the race here. Should pull it off with that boat speed, the Swiss. Just on the edge, and I think they're safe there. So big push there by the Cyclor team. Really nice tack, good job.
Is it a good enough job to get them home? Nothing is a given in the America's Cup. Alinghi Red Bull Racing complete 5 legs. They have one more downward leg to go. And if they do the job, they're still going in the America's Cup.
Early tack would be the best. Push for it.
That was a great approach by Arnaud Sarafaga's new Swiss team. It came in fat, they had room to build and really save that tack.
Coming up, green light.
The British there, if they can lay this left turn, that is a massive effort from where they were compared to where the Swiss have come from, but they are right on the edge there. The British having to tack between the gates there, not quite laying, so, and they're off the foils.
Yeah, they missed that lay line.
And Alinghi are still on the foils, so the British off the foils at the top.
And it doesn't take a thinking man to suggest that could be the moment that keeps Alinghi Red Bull Racing alive in this Louis Vuitton Cup semi-final series. They're not home yet, but we keep repeating over and over again. You make mistakes at this level, it becomes costly, race-defining. Meanwhile, right downwind, Alinghi Red Bull Racing are going to send their supporters and shore team through the rafters. Alinghi Red Bull Racing are not going away. They've narrowed the gap. That's win number 2, and they're still going in the Louis Vuitton Cup semi-finals. Confirmation of this 6th showdown between Alinghi Red Bull Racing and INEOS Britannia, and it's Alinghi Red Bull Racing with a 1 minute and 23 second win against Britannia.